G'day everyone and welcome to Two Cousins One Chat and welcome to 2025. I'm Ben.
Hello. Oh, hang on. A big aloha to you. I'm Kristy.
Thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year. It's great to having you join us. It's great to have you joining us again for another year. Clearly haven't worked on my intros over the break, Kristy. Sorry about that.
That's okay, Ben. Happy New Year to you. It's great to see you.
Yeah,
and it's great
same.
to be back for another year of Two Cousins One Chat, which I think is our 5th year.
Oh my God, really? That's crazy.
Fourth
Is it?
or fifth? I don't know. Maybe it's 4. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We do
just
know
having
that
fun.
we are having fun and our 50th episode is coming up soon. So we've got some big plans for that.
Yeah, we do. Can't wait to bring that to you. That'll be the next one because this is episode 49. So, yeah, motivation and summer highlights.
That's it. We're gonna talk about how we're gonna stay motivated through 2025 because when we did our 2024 wrap up, I think we spoke for everybody where we said that we were done, we were cooked,
Yeah.
we needed a holiday. Yeah.
I came to a hard, full stop, and then I just kind of stared at the wall for a while. I don't know what happened. So yeah, it really was a really busy year for everybody last year. So it was great to have a bit of a break. So why don't we chat about what we've been up to, Ben?
Yeah, for sure. Because you had a really exciting summer holiday, didn't you? Why
Yeah,
don't you
I
tell
did.
Why don't you tell us what you got up to?
Yeah, well, so I had probably 2 weeks off work, so I
Yep,
finished up, and then I went to a friend's place, and I don't know if many people know where Wilsons Promontory is. Do you know where it is, Ben?
I do. It's down southish kind of
Yeah,
thing,
so it's
even
right
more
on the
south.
right on the South Gippsland way of Victoria. So check it out on the map. But anyway, I had a week down there, and a friend of mine lives down there who I know will be listening. Hello, Trish. And yeah, so we spent our Christmas with her, and we did lots of swimming and just general chilling right out. And on her beautiful property, there was a koala and its baby Joey. Oh,
Oh wow,
it was so beautiful. So, it was just such a delight to see a koala right up close, like really, really close. And
wow.
the baby koala, they call them joeys here in
They
Australia.
do. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
something I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, same as a kangaroo. So, the little baby Joey was healthy, and they had the local person come out and like give it a health check to make sure that it was okay, that didn't have any of those nasty diseases that some of the koalas can get. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we also encountered the world's biggest spider in my car. It was a huntsman, and you know how much I hate spiders. I'm such an arachniac phobe. And my fearless friend, she got it out and also got bitten by the spider too. So
By a huntsman.
yeah, it nipped her finger.
Oh no, I've never
Yeah,
been bitten by a huntsman
yeah,
before.
yeah. We must have been scared, but anyway, it's now got brain damage and 8 broken legs.
But it's still alive. Oh my God, as punishment for its sins.
Don't come
Wow.
down to my car ever again. But
No.
apart from that, there was lots of swimming in the beautiful beaches down there, the I can't speak, ocean beaches. And yes, that was really, really lovely. And then I had a week at home. And if anyone else who follows me on social media know that I've had a big clean up in the office.
Yeah,
So
I did see that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was really, really good. So my space here is looking good.
That's fantastic because it's quite a big room.
It's
It's not
yeah,
it's not enormous, but it's big.
it's got a high roof. Yeah.
Yeah, high ceiling. Yeah.
That's why I always have trouble with my audio. I need to be in
That's
the
it.
the cupboard
The
somewhere or
basement.
in it. But yeah, I did lots of cycling, lots of reading. When I got home, cleaned up the office here and had lots of swims. So and I also joined a ladies cycling team, Ben.
That is amazing. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. It's called Ladies Back on Your Bike. And it's a group of like minded women that want to start cycling or get back into cycling. And there's all different levels from beginners that haven't ridden since they were kids to people that like to ride on bike paths, and then also people that like to do road cycling. So, yeah, I had my assessment today, which I've been banging on about, and
Yeah.
passed. Thank you. And
Ding.
ding. So yeah, I'm really excited. So I'll probably be see you at Tour Down Under next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I got my
Leading
new
out the
shoe.
pack.
Yeah, got my new shoes. But yeah, I absolutely loved that today, and I love cycling, and so it was heaps of fun. So yeah, that's me. Them
That's
back at work,
fantastic.
far out. What about you,
I
Ben?
know,
What you been up
absolutely.
to?
Well, look, we had a fairly relaxed Christmas this year. So Sarah's brother and his family, so his wife and two kids, our niece and nephew, they came down from New South Wales for a couple of weeks. Or they were sort of staggered, but they eventually were all here. So we actually had Christmas Day down at the Shack, which is at Corny Point in South Australia. Um, and we had a great time. So it was Sarah's mum and dad with their kids and all their grandkids, so perfect for
Great.
them.
Yep.
And we had a full Christmas lunch with prawns and turkey and vegetables, and I did a potato bake, and which was probably the highlight, really. Let's be honest.
We
No, it
say,
wasn't.
being
It
honest, yeah,
wasn't.
I
Yeah.
bloody loved. Did it have bacon in it? Lots of
No, this is
cheese.
it's a very simple potato bake of one of Sarah's cousins gave me this recipe. It's really, really easy. So I did Shawnee's potato bake and it was good. But no, it was so good. Sarah's mum is like, you've never seen anyone like it when it comes to just getting shit done. She just
Mhm.
gets things done. It's just incredible. So there's this full spread of Christmas lunch at the beach, and we ate outside, and it was really, really nice. So,
Fantastic.
but I had 2 weeks of really no work. It was really quiet. So we stayed there for 2 whole weeks. We just thought, you know what, stuff it. Let's just stay here for the whole time. So
Unreal.
we were there from right through till we got back on like Monday the 5th or Sunday the 4th or something like that. And back at work. So we got Reed kayak for Christmas, which
Yeah, you
he
said.
loves. And I got one as well for us. So there's two kayaks. So we were kayaking, and Reed had his bike. He was riding with his cousin and his friends that he's made down there, and we went for walks. And we actually played Consequences.
Oh,
So
the family game
the
that we've
family
talked
game
about on the podcast before. Yeah, I missed
we have.
Consequences this year because we were away.
Of
Yeah,
course, yeah,
and
yeah.
was it
No,
funny?
it was actually one of the funniest Consequences I've ever played. I was like, I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard. My niece Harper,
I
I
love
won't repeat
this.
some of the things she put in, but she put in some hilarious names. But what my father-in-law was doing was he had a narrative going. So
Oh yeah.
if you actually linked all his man's name, woman's name, where they met, what he said, she said, and what the consequence was, as a story, it would work on a single page.
Yeah.
But we didn't pick this up in the first round of Consequences. So all of his stuff just came across as very, very random. And so his consequence, which ties beautifully to his original story in isolation, was just gold. It was so funny that we were just beside ourselves. We were absolutely beside ourselves. It was brilliant. So
That is so
it
good.
it was
And
so much fun.
introducing that game to new people and all these fresh ideas that come through and the funny storylines, like even the little kids are super funny, great
Oh
sense of
yeah,
humor. Like Harper,
yes.
I'm not sure how old she
Oh,
is.
she's I know she's 16. Yeah, so she's
No.
yeah, she is. Yeah.
Oh my God. Honestly, I just feel like a million years old right now. But she was still a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, no, she's old. They're both teenagers, those kids.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh.
they're all coming up with stuff. But
Great.
Reed was in there playing, and we have played Consequences a few times down the shack before. And so the kids were super super keen to play, and Harper had been researching stuff, and she was absolutely ready to go. Um,
Dedicated.
and it,
This is
and we got
great.
everyone involved. Everyone was playing, and we just had so much fun. It was and what Harper does, she's a bit like you. She likes to keep things like special things.
Yep.
So she's kept all the Consequences from this year and previous years, and she's got
Yep.
them all. So I've said to her, every now and then you just need to share a photo of one of the stories on the
Yeah.
family chat so we can have a look. But yeah, it was absolutely it was lots and lots of fun. So I
Wonder if
forgot we
any
were
of our
recording.
listeners have played Consequences before.
Yeah,
I know
it's
we've
such a
talked
fun game.
about it, and it's
Yeah.
we've given the instructions on what the how to play it. But if anyone has played it, give us a shout out or let us know somewhere on Facebook or Insta, whatever.
Yeah.
But it is seriously a very funny game. Maybe we can just mock up some instructions, pop it up on
Yes.
social media so people can start to play it too, because it is a really fun game to play with everyone, and you can
And
be as
super easy.
silly as you like.
That's it, exactly. And the last thing I was going to say is that I have been using my Two Cousins One Chat merchandise for my coffee,
Oh, really?
which is just such a nice cup, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, such
Isn't
as
it?
this one.
Thanks, Office
Yeah,
Works,
yeah,
and thanks, Kristy.
yeah.
Thanks, Chris Kringle. Yeah. brilliant.
just had a bit of a sip out of the Two Cousins One Chat. The orders have been flowing in, Ben. Everybody wants a mug.
Yeah. Well, my mate Rick wants a mug. He wants
Yeah,
merch.
yeah,
He's an avid listener. I met with him and he said, "I'm up to date. When's your next one coming out?" Here
yeah,
it is, Rick.
yeah,
Enjoy. So we might have to organise a mug for Rick, just as a
yeah.
long time listener.
Yeah, well, maybe we can get a couple made up and see how we go. Look, who
Prizes.
knows? Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
give them away as prizes. We have competitions. We'll become a rock
Anyone that
station.
replies to us, you get a
Yeah,
mug.
that's
You
it.
get a mug. You get a mug. Everybody gets a mug.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, it
So we
sounds
had a
like you've.
great little
Oh,
holiday.
sorry.
Yeah. No, that's it. I was going to say, wrapping it up, we had a great holiday. It was
Great.
really nice. But back at work now, so
Oh, are you? Okay, I
um,
wasn't sure.
yeah. But a bit of a slow start. So happy with that. Still school
Unreal. Oh, that's the
holidays,
way.
and
Yeah.
it's nice. Yeah.
Well, I've got a bit of a change this year, and I don't know if I told you this, but this year I'm working only 3 days a week. I've
Yeah,
gone
you
to
did.
part
That's
time,
fantastic. Yeah.
so that's really exciting for me. And so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are my work day, and I get a long weekend every weekend. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. How about that?
Oh, that's so good. Lucky you. Yeah.
Three,
Yeah.
4 on. Hang on, 3 on, 4 off. So I
That's
work
brilliant.
less than I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm just,
That's
I can't get my head around it just yet because, but anyway, it's something that I've been working towards for a really long time. And I'm actually back at work already. So I've been back at work for a couple of weeks, and you'll never guess who I saw on campus this week, Ben.
tell me.
Clint Eastwood. Do you remember last year I saw him a couple of times?
Yes,
Do
you
you
did. You
remember
mentioned
this?
him.
Yeah.
You did. And I specifically remember you saying if you saw him again, you were going to say something to him.
So anyway,
So tell me.
I was walking to the office, and anyway, I saw this guy walking really fast towards me, and it was Clint Eastwood, but I didn't realize it was a Clint until he passed me. So, because he didn't have
Oh,
his super cool glasses on and his
the
Magnum
giveaway.
gun. Yeah.
Mm.
So
And his
anyway,
gun
this guy.
in the holster.
Yeah. So anyway, he was there on campus, but next time when I see him, I know what he'll look like without glasses because Penny didn't drop till he walked past.
Mm,
So
mm.
I was so excited to see him. So welcome back to
Wow.
2025, and hopefully I'll get to see him again soon.
That would be, I want to see this guy because if he looks so much like Clint Eastwood, I have an image in my head of literally Clint Eastwood, that you're seeing at the uni. Is it so close that I would look at him and go, yeah,
Yeah,
I can totally see how he looks like
it's
Clint
young
Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
not
amazing.
old
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
No,
Yeah,
no. Okay.
yeah. All right, so I'm really going to try and get a photo, like a sneaky one, or maybe
Okay.
no, maybe I'll introduce myself.
And say, look, you've become a bit of a celebrity on our podcast. Here's a mug. Can I get a selfie?
Do you want to come on as a guest?
Yeah.
Well, you punk. That was. So
Oh,
anyway,
that's
yeah, that
fantastic.
was
Oh,
good. So
that's so
it's
good.
been great being back at the office and seeing all my workmates. So, but only 3 days a week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So,
Yeah.
we want to talk to our wonderful guests about how to stay motivated because you had some inspiration and you wanted to talk about, how you stay motivated, not just for 2025, but generally. So, we're gonna get all positive and sort of get up on stage and start preaching about how to get motivated right now. Is that what we're going to do?
Pretty much something like that. Yeah, Ben, why not?
So we want to talk about motivation for 2025, which, look, we're not going to get up on some stage and start screaming and getting you all singing along with us or anything crazy like that, but we're going to talk about motivation. I looked on LinkedIn towards the end of the year and everyone was saying, as 2024 draws to a close, I just want to reflect on et cetera, et cetera. And then there was all their bullet points and ticks of all the things I've achieved. I go away for 2 weeks. I come back early January, have a quick look on LinkedIn. Everyone's saying, here are my goals for 2025. It's going to be amazing. And now we're 3 or so weeks into January and I'm literally seeing posts, how to deal with January burnout.
Oh gosh,
So
no.
it's like, how quickly is the world moving? We're reflecting, we're motivated, and we're burnt out all within about 5 weeks. This is crazy, don't you
That's
think?
exactly it, Ben. You can start the year with all this great intentions and being motivated, And then, 4 weeks in, people are like, "Ugh, I can't deal with it," and they're already burnt out. So
I know.
it's really hard to keep on with all of your goals and whatever you're working towards. And it's a really interesting question, Ben. So, like, what motivates you?
Me
Yeah,
personally.
personally.
Look, I am. I get bored very easily, and that's a problem for me. So I have to keep things interesting. I'm always saying I'm too busy and I've got too much on. And then as soon as I don't have enough on, then I start getting bored. And Sarah just rolls her eyes at me like, oh God, here we go again. If I'm too busy, I'm like, I just want to this where I can just this and I just want to relax. And then as soon as I'm relaxing, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do 500 things.
I'm bored.
So I'm bored. So I'm not really a long-term goal kind of person.
Okay.
I've just never done that. The sorts of things that will motivate me are more probably fitness based
Yeah.
because if I'm going to compete in a true grit, which I'm going to do in March,
Oh, wow.
um, then I want to be fit for that so that I can do the monkey bars and crawl through the mud and do
Yeah.
all the things that you have to do, and I want to feel fit for that so I can get motivated for sort of a fitness event.
Yep.
um, but I sort of think I work better under pressure. So if I've
Okay.
got a bit of pressure to have something done, like preparing for a show like
Yep.
this, or if I've got a stand up set booked, or if I'm got some work on that has a really tight deadline, I sort of work well under that kind of pressure situation.
Yep.
Whereas if I go, I'm going to go away in 2 years' time, I better start, making sure I've got the right clothes and stuff like that. I just won't do that. It just
Yeah.
won't happen.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to the last minute. So I'm motivated more under pressure, but I'm also motivated by my boredom.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
Is that
No, it
weird? Do
does.
I need to be psychoanalyzed, do you think? Or
I'm
like
sure somebody is right now.
punch it into AI and see what they think?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I like
What about
I
you?
keep
You've gone
yeah,
3 days a week. That must be part of your goals to stay motivated and
yeah.
energetic.
But like I like to set out the year and kind of have a bit of a loose idea to know what I'm going to be doing for the 12 months ahead,
Wow.
um, just loosely. But also, I also like to have. I'm a big lists person, so
Mm,
and that's like day-to-day stuff or the podcast stuff. And then what motivates me is seeing those things um, snowball or come into fruition. So
yeah.
that's something that really keeps me motivated and excites me as well. So I feel like having a strategy and a plan in place helps me. Otherwise, I can go down a rabbit warren. So I'm
Mm,
really quite structured. So I feel like being disciplined with my goals that I'm going to be doing, and then when I see things come to fruition, that gets me motivated again. So I start off motivated, then after a little while I'll see an impact, whether it's with my fitness or something with the podcast that we're trialing. Then if I see it working or not working, that motivates me to either change it up or keep going.
wow.
So I feel like there's the motivation and there's the discipline as well. So
Yeah.
like with your fitness, you've got that motivation because you've got the end goal and you're going to see a result with the true grit. But
Yeah.
also, I know you've been training really hard, so you've also seen all your fitness levels improve as well. So that's exciting. So you've got that terrific discipline happening. So getting pretty
Yeah.
deep here.
Well, I could be a bit more disciplined probably. But what
Yeah.
about the these people that there's lots of people that have the watches with the rings. They're always trying to close their rings, the walking ring, the sleeping ring, the drink.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like it's sort of
okay.
people are using
Oh, technology.
watches and technology to motivate them. They want to know how many calories, how many this,
Oh,
how
yeah,
many that.
right.
Do you have any of that? I don't even wear a watch at all, even for
No.
time, let alone heart rate or anything. But
I I guess
people are
I'm
so into that.
yeah, okay, right. I guess actually a girlfriend of mine, she's just got a new watch and it tells her how hydrated she is, how much sleep she's had, how much deep
God.
sleep she's had, how many steps she's done. Yeah, so a lot of those new Garmin watches or Apple watches, they have all of those capacities. But sometimes I will check on my phone because on the iPhone it's got an app on it where it tells you how many steps you've done. you've done.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
always
pretty
a
good.
good indicator to see if you've done a few, if you've done more than, 700 steps.
To the fridge and back. How does a watch know how hydrated you are? What's it doing? Measuring moisture on the skin that it's on or something?
Must have some sort of sensor. I don't know. It's got like lots of probes and stickers stuck to her head, and
Beeping, and she has to wheel the whole thing around behind her.
yeah, it's got one of those bags full of fluid. Can you imagine that? Like you're in hospital.
Yeah, I'm just counting my steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Now
need
I need a drink.
saline
I'm so
on
thirsty.
tap. Yeah, and I have a drink. Well, I'm actually quietly sipping away at a lovely iced
Yeah,
long
no,
black
it
'cause it's
looks
quite
good.
a hot day here in Adelaide.
I wish I had one of those.
Mm,
But yeah, I think for everybody it's different, what motivates you. And I think the end goal and the end result, whether it's, you're planning to go for a holiday or you want to get fit for whatever, or, bikini body or whatever.
mankini body. That's more about waxing than fitness, let's be honest.
But basically, having the goal and having the motivation to get cracking, and then after a certain period of time, don't give up. Whatever your goals
Don't.
are out there, listeners, hang in there.
Just keep going. And do you know what happens to me? I'll think about something for a really long time. Like I've started playing basketball,
Yeah,
and that was something that I really wanted to do. I either wanted to play tennis or basketball. I wanted to start it to do something, in a team, in a club or whatever. And I'll think about it and think about it, think about it for ages and ages and ages. And I don't want to do it because I'm too busy, etc. Blah blah blah.
mm,
And then I just go do it. And now I'm
mm,
doing it, and it's
yeah.
just like, okay, it's done. So sometimes I'll think about things for a long time and then just go, okay, you know what? Stuff it. I'm just doing it. Like I've booked I'm doing some stand up in February. People,
Oh, good.
keep your eyes peeled. But the other thing is, one of my goals for this year, if I am going to have a goal for this year, is to actually, as a family, get outdoors a bit more.
Yep.
Because you get to the weekend and you think, oh, I've got to clean the house, I've got to sort
Yep.
this, I've got to sort that. We've got the kayaks, we've got bikes, we've got so many things around us to go on beautiful hikes. We can go and use the kayaks anywhere. We've got beaches close by. We've got all of these things at our disposal, and I want to do more of that because the kayaks over Christmas was so good, and Reed really loved it, and he's really
Fantastic.
strong in it as well. And you think, this is so motivating, I want to get out and see one. And you can just see, you can go to West Lakes or Onkaparinga River, or you can go to Coorong, you can go to all these places to use kayaks that are reasonably
Great.
safe and calm. And you can sort of build holidays around the
Yeah,
kayaks,
that's
or,
right.
and so I'm definitely keen for us to just get out and have a few little getaways, or even on Sundays, just go and drive somewhere and have a little kayak or bike ride or
And
something. So that's good.
that enjoyment that you get as a family together doing that fun stuff, that's the
Mm,
motivator
yeah,
to do it again and
that's
again.
it.
So, and
Yeah,
change it up. Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
really fantastic, Ben. I want to come on one of your kayak trips.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can come along. Yeah, do you
Yeah.
have a kayak?
Gotta-
It's
no.
BYOK. Biok. Okay. You can just make one out of old milk cartons or something. And
It wouldn't be the first time. Oh, that's so
oh, that's
fantastic.
fantastic. But
Another
you
thing,
plan? Oh no, no, go please.
yeah, no, that was the same as me, is
Mm,
getting into this cycling team, ladies back on your bike. It's something that I've been wanting to do for ages and ages, and I'm so glad I have been able to now just jump in and do it. So,
that's
and
fantastic.
doing something new out of my comfort zone, and
Yeah,
meeting new people. So
yeah,
hopefully there's new listeners too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Yeah. So look, it is it's going to be a big year, and it's going to go quickly. And people always say it goes so quick, but look, every year goes quickly. So we just need to deal with it and make the most of it, really,
deal,
don't we? Because it's
deal with
going
it.
to go
Stop
fast.
complaining. Yeah.
Exactly. Everyone's going to go, oh, the hot cross buns are already out. We know that. Oh, are they putting Christmas decorations out already? Yes, they are. We just have to deal with it
Yeah.
and just make the most of it. But it used to be called, January is crazy in Adelaide. It used to be Mad March in Adelaide. I don't know if you heard people talk about Mad March. They'd have, the Adelaide Festival, the Fringe, the
Oh,
Adelaide
yeah.
500 car
Riders
race,
Festival.
Tour Down Under, Riders Festival. Just the list went on and on
Yep.
and on and on. Now they've kind of tried to spread things out a little bit more. And there's a lot of stuff that happens in winter. Stuff does happen in March, but the Adelaide 500 race happens now, I think, in December at
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of the year. But the Tour Down Under, which we love, the cycling,
Love
is in
it.
January, which it has been for a number of, well, I think it's been at least since
10.
COVID,
Oh,
or maybe even longer than that. I don't know.
yeah.
But it's been January for quite a long time.
Yep.
But it used to be sort of a bit later and it would go into Feb sometimes, I reckon. But anyway, the Tour Down Under is starting this
Very soon. This weekend or?
weekend. I was actually looking at the dates because I think there might even be something. It's this weekend. Yeah, it's happening
Great.
this weekend. Yeah.
Fantastic. I love the Tour Down Under, and hopefully we get the good coverage and they show as many of the races as possible. They had the national championships in Perth just last weekend, and I'll tell
Oh
you what,
yeah.
the footage was a bit I
Av.
don't know. Yeah, it was okay. But hopefully Tour Down Under they give heaps and heaps of time to, and I think it's on Channel 9 maybe or Channel 7.
Yeah, during the day. Yeah, that's the thing about
Yeah.
the Tour Down Under is it's hard to watch. Whereas with the Tour de
Yeah.
France, you get
Yeah.
settled in. Around comes 9:30 at night. Hey, here I am.
Yeah.
But with this one,
Galore.
you got to try and catch it in between whenever you
Yeah.
can.
I think
So,
there'll be hopefully
yeah,
there's highlights and that stuff as well. So
yes.
it's been since 1999 in
hmm
Adelaide, and
hmm
Stu O'Grady, he won it in that first um in the first
The first year.
yeah, the first year.
Yeah.
And
And
he's
do you
now
want to?
the sorry. Keep
People,
looking
you'll
at
be listening to this thinking that there's some kind of issue with the feed. There
there's
isn't.
not.
I just keep interrupting. Okay.
We're just warming up, peeps. But
I
yeah,
got excited. I got
he
excited.
and he's now the tour director, right?
He is.
Yeah.
He
So
is. Yeah. And there was a thing that came out because it's the 25th year. However, there haven't been 25 years of
oh,
racing because there were 2 years during COVID when they didn't have it. I
oh,
looked at the results and there was nothing in I think 21, 22. There was no race.
oh,
So it's
right.
25 years, but it's not the 25th race, which is
Right.
interesting. However, pop quiz for
Yep.
you and our listeners:
Yep.
Stuart O'Grady won the first Tour Down Under.
hmm
Who won Best Young Rider?
That year
hmm
in 1999,
Yeah,
was it Lance Armstrong?
it was Eddie Merckx. Yeah, no.
Oh,
No, it was Cadell Evans.
oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic. Oh, gosh.
Yes. And Simon Gerrans has won it.
Yeah.
He won it and then he won it 10 years later, like
Oh, my
2003 and then
God. That's fantastic.
2013 or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So it's really cool looking back at the history and it's going to be fantastic. We're going to get at least into the city circuit, which is the last sort of
Yep.
at the very end of it.
Yep.
And they've scheduled it this year. I think Stuart O'Grady's done a great job as director in programming. He's
Great.
changed it up a bit.
Oh,
And they have the
fantastic.
women and the men both doing the city circuit on the same day.
Yep.
The women first and then the men. So you can go in and watch both. So we're going to be doing that at the end of it, at the very least. I don't know if we'll get to a stage in between. We'll
Yeah.
try, but I don't know that it's going to happen. So,
Oh, that'll be
yeah,
fantastic.
very exciting.
Yeah, and it just takes over the whole town. I love how that happens with these big sporting events, and it goes for, 6 or 7 days, Tour Down Under, with all the other activities. So if you are in Adelaide, go and enjoy it. There's the fantastic stuff in the city, and you get to see some awesome racing on the beautiful
Yeah,
streets of Adelaide.
it's
Um,
brilliant. Yeah.
as Tour Down Under is taking over Adelaide, we have the Australian Open. We're
Yes.
just about to go into no, we're just still at the end of the week one,
Yeah.
and it is the summer of cycling. It's a summer of tennis. As you know, we love the Australian Open. I'm actually going this weekend, which would be great. Hopefully, get to see some fantastic matches. Excuse me, Ben. And the AO takes over Melbourne. Everything's
I can
tennis
imagine.
focused. There's
Mm.
rooftop parties. There's all sorts of promotional things happening all around the place, and the Australian Open at Melbourne Park is bigger than anything. So
Yeah.
even if you don't like tennis, you can go in there and buy a ground pass for $20 or something, just entry fee, so you don't get to go into any of the courts, but you can watch on the big screens. They've got all the food trucks. There's a million things to do there. Taking your kids, they've even got like water slides in there for the kids in a big
Have
play
they?
area. Yeah.
Wow. And at night time, it looks stunning. Like it absolutely. Melbourne has always been a beautiful city, I think. But when it's all lit up with the different colours, that
I
whole
saw
sports
that the other night.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. It looks incredible.
Yeah. And then the beautiful sunsets in the background. So
Yeah, it's stunning. Yeah.
we did have a family competition on pick the men's, pick the ladies winners. And my picks were Carlos and Arena Sabalenka.
Yeah,
And
righto.
who did you
Yeah.
pick?
I picked Carlos and Iga Swiatek. So I think Alcaraz. I haven't seen him play a single match yet.
I've seen him play one. Yeah.
I haven't seen him play. I've seen a lot of Aussies play. So I know a few of them dropped out, unfortunately, but De Minaur's still in there, and Vukic is still in there as well.
Right.
So there's still a few hanging around. But yeah, I think that Carlos and Iga will possibly take it out, but we'll see.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm heading in there this weekend. So Ben, have you got any requests from the AO shop? Can I get you another t-shirt, jacket, hoodie, bag of balls, hat?
I would love a hat. I'll pay you for it because they're expensive. But if you can get me one of those white AO hats that you wear, and this is a serious request.
Is it a cap or a hat? Like a visor?
I like the cap. I like the cap because with my receding hairline, those golf visors are not good. I'll end up getting sunburnt on my poor little head.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, how about I FaceTime you? Sorry, peeps.
We're doing a bit of admin. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Bear with. Yeah, all right. You're on. All right.
Well, will you? Oh, fantastic. Well, I'll get you some TDU merch then.
There we go. All right.
Should we just do that and we'll do a swapsies?
Yeah, all right. Cool. Yeah. 25 years.
All right. Yeah.
I don't want a hat, though.
Oh, I'll get you a lanyard. Trying to think of the cheapest thing I can get you. A stubby holder? No.
Yeah. All right. Water bottle, pin.
I'll try and get you the gigantic blow up yellow bike they put in Victoria Square. When they take it down, I'll try and get it at the back of the Subi. Shall I do that?
Yeah. You have to drop in and see Tom Alaris when you're there.
I will try depending when we're in there.
He's expecting you.
Is he?
He wants his cup.
He's not leaving until he sees me. He
wants his 2 cousins, 1 chat.
Oh, if only we had one for him. Yeah. Oh, my God, that would be so good. Well, he wants one for the domestiques, he said.
Yeah, so. He does. Yeah.
Right. Sorry, people. We're just talking about our celebrity friends. Don't worry about it. You won't understand.
We're just riffing. All right, well, let's wrap this baby up, Ben.
Let's do it. You know what? You know where we are. We're everywhere. You just have to Google us and you can find us on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. We're everywhere. And listen to our old episodes. They're fun. And we would love to have some new listeners for 2025. Thank you to everyone who listens. We have some true fans and we just love you. Thanks so much. We do.
And now we're listed on the Great Australian Pod Directory.
Oh, yes.
Amazon Music, YouTube Music, as well as YouTube. The podcast index, and also this other podcast directory called True Fans. So Ben and I have been busy behind the scenes trying to list our pod on a whole range of other areas so we can share the love with lots of people out there. But anyway, you can also watch us on the YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a message. We'd love to hear from you and where you're watching in from. So
that's it.
All right.
Let's be honest, it's pretty much you doing all of that, Kristy. So,
but no one.
Kudos. Kudos to you, whatever that means. I'm sending you 5 gold stars. Thanks.
All right, everyone. Until next time, take it easy.
All righty. See ya.